The old man down in the corner slowly turns his head, takes a sip from his whiskey bottle and okay, so I'm here at the Pensacola Pass, Fort McCreary anchorage, and it is one of my favorites of the trip so far. You can see this just crystal clear water, white sandy beaches, and everyone's been having fires and cooking out and celebrating. Today is Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. And so I am getting prepared and prepped to do a 25-hour sail from here to Panama City. It's going to be about 103 miles. I'm guessing I'll probably put in about 105, get into the gas dock and a little further. So it's going to be the biggest journey or biggest sail of the trip so far. A little nervous, a little anxious to do it, but I've checked the weather over and over and over again. This is the perfect window to get in and out. It's going to be really, really light winds from the north and then shifting to the west, and it's just going to help scoot me along over there. It's going to be calm seas, so looking forward to it. A little nervous, but looking forward to it. Just took off about an hour ago. I am now in the Gulf sailing for the first time. There's probably 2 to 3 foot swells out here, not too bad. It's supposed to calm down a little bit too. So I've got another 20 to 24 hours to go. So it's going to be a long trip. It's probably going to total somewhere around 105 to 110 miles. Just how I've been working the wind. I'm trying to sail as much as possible. Right now it's right on my nose, but it'll be cornering around me here before too long. So not too bad. I'm happy to be out sailing again, and looking forward to getting to Panama City. Alright, the sun just went down, and it's I guess evening time, so the sea state has calmed down a bunch. It was like 3 foot swells, now it's down maybe 2 foot, foot and a half. So it's really not as bad as it was, so I'm looking for a comfortable, easy night. However, this is my first time sailing on the, on open water for a while, except for there in Mobile, and I'm starting to get a little seasick. So I'm just sitting outside trying to get some fresh air, putting another jug of diesel in the tank there so it'll get through overnight. Don't have to worry about that tonight. And just tracking my progress here on Navionics. So right now it's saying I'm not going to get in till about 2:30, 3:30 tomorrow. I'm hoping that the winds change a little bit better or more in my favor, which they should overnight, and I can pick up the pace a little bit, because I'm going just barely 4 miles an hour now, which would be really long haul. So hoping for better winds, we can pick up the pace. Okay, 8 hours in here. It is completely dark outside, and I've gone about 25 miles, and the wind is still right on my bow. I thought it was going to change. Every weather station I checked said it was going to change. It's going to be out of the southwest by now. It's out of the northeast still. So that makes no sense, and that's kind of been a, I don't know, not a bad sign, but it just, that sucks. That is my first big crossing here, and my research, all the weather and stuff that I read about, it's not true, it's inaccurate. So still hoping for it to change, but I don't know if I'd shown you guys my LED lights. I put these in the cabin or in the cockpit there just a few days ago. I really like having them in there. It makes it fun here at night, lights everything up, and my night vision is still fine. So 8 hours in, doing all right, and hoping the winds are going to change here a little bit. crossed over 13 and a half hours. Still going slow. However, the winds have changed in my favor a little bit. They're northerly now, so it's just been, I mean, just a whirlwind of directions from any which direction the wind was coming from. It seemed like it was always exactly what I didn't think was going to happen. So right now, engine's off, both sails are up. We're moving about 4 miles an hour, so we are scooting along. Just had some a late night snack, made some cheesy potatoes, and just kind of hanging out right now. So once I know that the boat is set and happy with both sails and the autopilot running, I'll probably go and take a nap. I got 2 small 20-minute naps in earlier, kind of intermediately, and so I'm looking forward to maybe getting like an hour and a half in. So it's always just setting my alarm, waking up, checking GPS, looking around, making sure there aren't any other boat lights, any freighters, anything like that. But it should be a pretty peaceful night as long as everything holds up still. So we'll check in here in a little bit. Okay, it's 4:30 in the morning, and I am about 43 miles out. Slowed down a little bit. The wind actually picked up, so I had to reef in the Genoa a little bit in the front. So it's looking Saturday afternoon I'll get in, so still hopefully before the sun goes down. I'm getting tired. I've been taking a couple small naps, but it's hard to really fall asleep just relying on that autopilot, and that no gust is going to come up and turn the boat around and knock me over or anything like that. So I get a little bit nervous doing that, but a couple small naps, that's really not too much of a problem. So still a bit longer to go, and looking forward to sunrise, making some coffee, and actually being able to see where I'm going. It's just being pitch dark here. It's been dark for just about 12 hours now, so I'm ready for sunlight again. Made it through the night. Woo! It's about 6:30, 6:20 in the morning, somewhere around there. And I made it through the night. I still got a long way to go, but I made it. Yeah, check out what I just caught. I went ahead and flayed them up and gonna make tacos today. I am still another 5 hours out. It looks like 4.5, 5 hours out outside of Panama City. A little bit to go still, and I'm gonna try to get fuel and water before I anchor. So I'm definitely getting worn out, definitely tired, but this has been an awesome trip, and especially catching that fish this morning really kind of made my day, made the trip. So looking forward to get anchored, and sea state's pretty calm, winds are not too bad, got both sails up. And I'll check in with you guys there in a little bit once I get close to being anchored. When it rips like this, I've got to eat the whole bag. Made it to Panama City. This has been a 27-hour trip, just shy of 110 miles, and I am waiting outside the gas and fuel dock at Panama City Marina. There is an ultra nice anchorage that is just 5 minutes from here, so I'm not going to pay $40 to tie up when I have everything I need. So I'm just getting fuel, water, gas and diesel, and then also filling up the water tanks, and then I'm going to go and drop the hook over. It's called Smack Bayou. Other loopers, if you guys are in the Panama City area, Smack Bayou is a fantastic anchorage, and that's where I'm going to go drop the hook tonight. So all in all, it was a great trip over here. This was an awesome first experience overnight. It wasn't bad at all. The only thing I was kind of let down on was that I didn't have as much wind as I thought I would have when I started. It took about 13 hours for the wind to come over on my side and help me out. The first half of the trip I was fighting it into the wind the whole time, but not an issue. Got through safe, sound, secure, and happy to be here in Panama City. Had to switch over to a 20-pound propane tank. I couldn't get anybody to fill the other two that I had before. So right now, instead of having my propane can sitting there, I just have some extra stuff in there. This box is 11.5 inches wide, and I believe these are just over 12.5 inches wide. So right now it's going to be sitting in the cockpit until I find a happy spot for it. And the other two cans, I'm not quite sure where I'm going to get them filled up again. So we're changing things over a little bit. This will give me a lot more propane, but it is a little bit more bulky, takes up a little bit more room. But the key thing is here, everybody has a spot to exchange 20-pound propane tanks. My trouble is that I couldn't get anyone to fill those smaller tanks. All right, I slept until like 10:30 today. I have not done that in years. I was so tired from the day before, the last 2 days getting across, that 100-mile jump from Pensacola to Panama City here. And so I just slept like a dog, slept really good. And so today I'm gonna just hanging out on the beach. My next travel day is gonna be about 40 miles. That's tomorrow. I'm meeting back up with the folks from Canada, the family, Reg, Amy, and then their two sons, Sam and Riley, on their catamaran called Binary. And so we're gonna meet up tomorrow, and then we are gonna help each other do a big jump from Carabel to Tampa Bay. It'll be 172 miles, I think it is, a little bit over. So we're doing that here in the next coming week. But today is my day off. I'm hanging out. It's Sunday. I'm relaxing. I'm going to go over to the beach and actually do a quick workout. Trying to get back into running after I hurt my knee. And so I'm going to try to get back out there, exercise a bit. Brought out some of the my old mast frame and support. If you guys remember right back in the Chicago video, I think it's 15, when I got that everything put up there with my Uncle Ed, I came into Chicago and the whole frame and mast collapsed after all the wakes from the power boaters and whatnot. So I decided that, well, when I get the chance and when I get that mast put back up, I'm gonna find a spot and I'm gonna burn that puppy down. So I brought all the mast support and the frames and I've thrown them on here, and so this is a big celebration for me because going through the rivers sucked. Certainly was a big learning experience, and it makes me feel like this has been earned a lot more because that was really tough. But I'm so glad I made it and I'm here, and I've got a warm fire tonight.